You, as a result of dedication and commitment, you are sitting in this room, taking the best decision and the biggest step in your life. Nangi Malli. Welcome all of you to the family of CSC and the best department of University of Moratuwa.
Traditions play an important role in our lives. So, born in line with tradition, let's begin your new life with an enlightening oil lamp.
For the lighting of the oil lamp, we cordially invite
Head of the Department, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Chandra Gamage,
Dr. Abdul Silva,
Mr. Nisanse De Silva,
Ms. Dilitha Vijaygunawardena,
a representative from the non-academic staff,
a representative from the technical staff,
a representative from Level 2,
and also we will be glad if we have a representative from Level 1 also.
When you go a long journey, there are always obstacles in our life unexpectedly. During those times, we need motivation, guidance that will direct us to the path to the success.
They are always there for you. The members of the family of CSC lead by a strong personality, like a father. The head of the department, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Chandra Gamage. Sir, we cordially invite you to introduce the staff and welcome the newcomers.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to see the incoming batch. I will begin by introducing some of the staff because some didn't have to go for their lectures. So let me first introduce Dr. Shanta Fernando. Maybe you can say the words and do the subject you are going to teach them.
A warm welcome to all of you. I'm Shanta Fernando, passed out from the first batch as Dr. Chandra Gamage, and we are back here to serve you. I'll be teaching subjects in computer networking. We will be doing it in fourth semester, and then computer security, management information systems, and development architecture, and from kinds of subjects that I teach you. Those are in the final year, yet to come. In your level 2, in semester 2, I will not be taking a subject, but of course I will be available for you to come and discuss everything.
So, thank you, Dr. Shanta. He has to leave for his lecture now. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Shakana Naikara, our former head.
Dr. Gamage. I'm delighted to see such a wonderful, smiley set of new students. So welcome to CSC family. We look forward to working with you. The first time that you would formally see me is when I come to teach you operating systems in the third semester. And but I'm pretty sure we will informally meet from now on. All the best, and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Then we have Dr. Rapti.
Welcome everyone. It's very nice to see a new set of faces and to learn all your names, which probably is not going to happen. You'll see quite a lot of me, unfortunately, this semester. I'll be teaching you numerical methods for analysis, and with we will be for teaching communication skills. So I would like to encourage you to make the best use of your time here. Remember, it is not a free education. Yes, the taxpayer is paying for this, so make sure you put in your 100% and you take every opportunity to learn, to grow, and become useful citizens.
Next, I would like to ask Dr. Shehan to come and introduce himself.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Shehan. I think most of you know me because I did 3 lectures for university of a semester. Anyway, I will also not be teaching anything in semester 2. Semester 3, I'll see you in semester 4 when I do databases for you.
Next, I would like to ask the professor in our department, Mr. Hernandez, to come and introduce himself.
Hey, good morning everybody. I am Stephen Bax, again as Shehan said, I hope you can remember me. If not, at least that means you were so bright you didn't come for the CS 1.2. Anyway, welcome to CSC, and so again I will also not be teaching semester 2, but I hope to see you next year.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to ask Ms. Rojana, very important person for you. She is going to be in charge of you and look after you.
I'm Sulochana, as correctly said, and I won't be talking much because I'm taking computer architecture for you this semester and coordinating with you as a semester coordinator too much, so there will be comments.
Thank you. I would like to ask Ms. Sajini to come and introduce herself.
Hi everybody, good morning. I'm Sashini. I don't think I'll be teaching. So that's one problem of the look. But I'm really glad to see you all here. I'm going to put some time to come here and settle down. So good luck and all the best with the semester. Thank you.
Then I would like to ask Mr. Sansa De Silva, one of our young staff members.
Good morning. Hopefully I am not going to teach you anything in Silk as well, but if you are that unfortunate, I might be teaching you something.
And next I would like to ask Ms. Peter to introduce herself.
Good morning, welcome you all to CSC family. I'm from the previous passed out batch 2011, and I will be co-teaching Nisha Madam operating systems in semester 3, and good luck with your studies and everything in semester.
I would like to invite Mr. Asantu. So that formality is over, introduce the staff. Okay. Let me just briefly tell you about the department. We are a learning environment and not necessarily a teaching environment. Okay, so you are here to learn. We might teach you. Okay, yeah, that might happen. No guarantees on that, but we definitely 200% expect you to learn. Okay. So that should be clear. And so I'll go through this my list of important things. So okay, learning is very important. You are here to do that. Second thing is we are an engineering department, the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So if you went to say electronics department, you would really need to learn about electronics or electrical. You learn about electrical theory and the practice, and civil engineering similarly. So what do you have learned as a core competency when you come to this department? Anybody with the idea what exactly the core competency, core capability that you need to have? Yeah, volunteer please. Okay, I volunteer somebody. This gentleman in the blue shirt, yeah. What do you think is the thing that you really need to master when you are in this department? Logic, okay, yeah. Logic, you have to master wherever you are, okay. Another volunteer, please. This is how volunteers work. Yeah, that in the chocolate colored blouse, yes, yes, yes. Okay, both are out of my two chocolate, okay, yeah. The one behind, okay, right. Sorry? Mathematics. Okay, mathematics, you are an engineer, you need to master mathematics. There is no doubt about that. Another volunteer, people in the balcony, you have as a computer engineer?
A thorough knowledge about hardware.
Hardware, okay. Not a good answer, okay? Right. So, okay, I'll tell you the answer. Program. You need to ace programming. We have people here in the final year, they are trying to fail them. Not trying to actually, they are going to fail. Okay? Saying, I don't like programming. I want to be a business analyst. I want to be a CEO. I want to be a manager. Very good, but first you must know programming. So it's very important that you master programming. And who's going to be in charge of making sure that you master programming? Yeah, I'm going to be in charge of that. Okay? So that is what's going to happen. So make no mistake about it. You will have to be an expert in the area of programming because that is central to being a computer engineer. Okay. There are a lot of other very important things also, but you must be good in programming. Not just good, really, really good in programming. So remember that when you are here. Also, we expect you to be well behaved. That's I think that's not necessary actually. Okay. I have been told that I have talked until the chief guest comes. Okay. So okay, how many Tamil speakers are in the class? Raise your hand, please. Wait, little bit higher. Okay, good. Put your hands down. Among the Tamil speakers, how many of you don't understand Sinhala? Okay, right. Put the hand down. Among the Tamil speakers, how many of you understand Sinhala? Very good. Okay, so I'm going to ask you for a favor. Okay, I'm going to speak in Sinhala. Very rare thing. I very rarely speak in Sinhala. Unless I get extremely angry, okay, I speak in Sinhala. Okay, because I want to say something which is best stated in Sinhala. Okay, and also this has bit of a religious background. What I am saying. But it's not religious, okay? So it has Buddhist background, but it's not Buddhism, okay? So so bear with me, and please those who, at least people, translate to your friends, okay? Can you do that for me? Right, okay. Then, I'm then over the annuity, the ipadim again, okay? Ipadina, viditiyana, beelinger viditiyana ipadin purva. Beelinger, dana. ඒ වගේම ඒකලික විදිහට ඉපදෙන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඉපදෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් ශීරපාය සතු බීඩින් ඉතරෝලින් ඉපදෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ ඒක නැත්නම් බැක්ටීරියා වගේ ඉපදෙනවා දිගට. තව ඉපදීමක් තියෙනවා. ඒකට කියන්නේ ඕපපාතික කියලා. දැන් ඕගොල්ලා මෙතෙන් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන ඕපපාතික. හරි? ඕපපාතික ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. මොකද මෙතන ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ දෙමාපියොත් නැහැ. මේ එහෙම නිකන් පාත්‍රල තියෙන මෙතන. ඕපපාතික මෙතෙන් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. හිටිය හැටි ආවා. හරි. එහෙම තමයි තියෙන්නේ. දැන් එහෙම එන්නේ කවුද සාමාන්‍ය? ඕපාතික වෙන්නේ කවුද? ඕපාතික එන්නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් දෙවියෝ, දේවතාවෝ, පෙරේතයෝ, සාකුම්බාණෝ. හරි. එතකොට දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ කවුද? ඕගොල්ලෝ කවුද? ඕගොල්ලෝ එක්ක දෙවියෝ එහෙම නැත්නම් දේවතාවෝ. දේවතාවෙක් ඉන්නවා. ඕකේ. හරි. මොකද හේතුව? දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ මේ semester 1 exam එක කරලා තමන් කැමති දෙයක් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. තමන් කැමති දේ බලාපොරොත්තු වුණාම ඒක ලැබෙන අය තමයි දෙවියෝයි දේවතාවෝ. හරි. ඉතින් ඕගොල්ලෝ එහෙම ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ මෙතන. දැන් තමන් කැමති දෙයක් නොලැබුණාම මොකද වෙන්නේ? ඒගොල්ලෝ පෙරේතෝ කුම්භාණ්ඩය වඩපත් වෙනවා. මම එහෙම කියන්නේ මේ නෙගටිව් කියන්නේ මේ විදිහකට නෙවෙයි. කුම්භාණ්ඩය කියන්නේ ඕපාතික වී වෙන නම් කිසි කොටාශයක්. නමුත් ඒගොල්ලන්ට තමන් කැමති ලැබෙන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් ඕගොල්ලන්ට තමන් කැමති ලැබිලා කියලා මම හිතනවා. මොකද දැන් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් සමහර වෙලාවට මෙතන ඉලෙක්ට්‍රොනික්ස් ඉල්ලපුවා.
เ ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඒක හම්බුණා. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලෝ ඉල්ලුවා කම්පියුටර් සයන්ස්.
අන්න දැන් ඉලෙක්ට්‍රොනික්ස් ඉල්ලා එක හැමිදු කම්පියුටර් සයන්ස් ආපුවා තමයි මෙතන ඉන්න දේවතාව. කම්පියුටර් සයන්ස් ඔප්ෂන් එක ඉල්ලා ආපුවා තමයි දෙවිවරු. දැන් ඔබ හිතාගන්න කවුද කියලා. අනිත් බැරි වෙලාවත් ඉලෙක්ට්‍රිකල් ඉල්ලලා ඒකත් හැමිදු මෙතන දානවා නම් උන්න පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. උඹාන්නේ වඩවත් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. ඒ වගේ තියෙනවා. හරි. ඒක දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් දෙවි දේවතා කියලා අපි ඇසුම් කරනවා. දැන් උතන දැන් මෙතන දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මොකද කරන්නේ ඇවිල්ලා? දෙවියන්ට දේවතාවට මොකද ගන්න පුළුවන්? සාමාන්‍යයෙන් බුදු ධර්මය අනුව ඒගොල්ලෝ ඉතා සැපෙන් ඉන්නවා. ඉන්නවා. ඒකේ මොනවද කරන්නේ? හරි. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ හැටි කියලා. හරි. මේ දෙවියන්ටයි දේවතාවට තියෙන පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ට පින් කරන්න බෑ. කුම්බාන්දුට දෙන්නේ. පෙරොතුන්ට දෙන්නේ පින් කරන්න බෑ. පින් කරන්න තමයි එක කට්ටය ඉන්නේ. ඒ තමයි මිනිස්සු. ඕගොල්ලෝ මිනිස්සු නෙවෙයි. ඒකින්ද ඕගොල්ලන්ට පින් කරන්න බෑ. ඕගොල්ලන්ට මත ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඕගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් කවුරුේ මිනිස්සු කට්ටියක් පිනක් කරලා පින් දෙනකොට ගිහිල්ලා පින් ඉල්ල ගන්න. ඒකනේ අපි ඕන දානයක් කරලා පිනක් කරලා පින් දෙනවා. අපි දෙවි දේවතාවුන්ට පින් දෙනවා. මොකද ඒගොල්ලෝ බලන් ඉන්නවා අපිට පිටියක් දෙයි කියලා. හරි. ඉතින් ඒකින්ද ඕගොල්ලෝ දැන් මේ ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එකේ ඇවිල්ලා දෙවියෝ දේවතාවුන්ගේ ඉන්න අතරේ පින් කරන්න හදන්න එපා. මොකද ඔයගොල්ලන් පින් කරන්න බෑ. ඔය දෙවියෝ දේවතාවෝ. ඔයගොල්ලන් පුළුවන් පින් ඉල්ල ගන්න. හොඳේ. දැන් සමහරව ඉන්නවා මෙතන ඉඳලා පින් ගන්න හදනවා. කොහොමද කරන්නේ? ගා ගන්න 106 කියන ටී-ෂර්ට් එක. හොඳේ. රටේ අධ්‍යාපනය ආරක්ෂා කරන්න ඕන කියලා යනවා පාරේ. ඒ පිනට. මොකද රටේ අධ්‍යාපනය රැක ගන්න ඕන. ඒක විනාශ වෙන්න බෑනේ. ඒක පිනක්. ඒක වටින පිනක්. නමුත් ඒක ඕගොල්ලන්ට කරන්න බෑ. මොකද ඕගොල්ලෝ දෙවියෝ සහ දේවතාවෝ. ඕගොල්ලෝ පොඩ්ඩක් මිනිස්සු වෙනකන් ඉන්න. මිනිස්සු වුණාම ඔයාලට පින කරන්න පුළුවන්. හොඳේ. ඉන්න පොඩ්ඩක් ඉවසගෙන ඉන්න මිනිහෙක් වෙනකන්. නැත්තම් මිනිස්සුගේ මං කියන්නේ ගෑනු මිනිස්සු දෙකම මිනිස්සු. ඕකේ. ඒ වෙනකන් පොඩ්ඩක් ඉවසගෙන ඉන්න. එතකන් පොඩ්ඩක් ඔය පින් ලබා ගන්න කියලා පින් අනුමෝදන් ඉන්න. හොඳේ. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඕපාතක මෙතන පාත් වුණා. දැන් පස්සේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? අවුරුදු 3ක් මං හිතන්නේ අවුරුදු 3 අවුරුදු 3මාරක් ඉන්න එපා. හොඳේ. ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඒ හැමෝටම. මොකද ඊට පස්සේ? මොකද වෙන්නේ? ඕගොල්ලෝ චුත වෙනවා මෙතන. හරි. ඕපාතික ආගම මෙහෙන් චුත වෙනවා. මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා මෙහෙන් චුත වෙයි කියලා. හොඳේ. ඒ චුත වුණාම ඕගොල්ලෝ යන්නේ මොකද්ද? ඕගොල්ලෝ හොඳින් ඉන්න බින්දා මොකද දෙවි දේවතාවන්ට ඕගොල්ලෝ පව කරන්න බෑ. දෙවි දේවතාවන්ට පව කරන්න බෑ. ඒක හරි ෂෝක් එකක්. පින් කරන්න බෑ පව කරන්නත් බෑ. ඉල්ල පින් ඉල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මං හිතනවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ පින් ඉල්ල ගන්න කියලා. හැමදාම ලෙක්චර් එකට එන්න. එහෙම පුළුවන් පින් ඉල්ල ගන්න. දෙන්න අසයින්මන්ට් ඔක්කොම මොකට කරන්නේ. ඕගොල්ලෝ පුළුවන් පින් ඉල්ල ගන්න. වැඩක් කරනකොට කොපි කරන්න එපා. ඕගොල්ලෝ පුළුවන් පින් ඉල්ල ගන්න. මං බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ පින් ඉල්ල ගන්න කියලා. That gentleman, can you translate all these things back to? හරි ඒකින්ද ඒක තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙතන ඉන්නවා. ඊට පස්සේ දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ චුත වෙනවානේ. ඩිග්‍රී එක උදාගෙන තමයි චුත වෙන්නේ. මොකද ඩිග්‍රී චුත වෙන්න එපා. මොකද මේ ඒක තේරුම් නැති වැඩක්. දැන් ඔය දෙවියෝ දේවතාවෝ ඉන්නකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ චුත වෙන්න කිප්පු වෙනකොට අනිත් එක තේරෙනවා මේක චුත වෙන්නේ හදන්නේ කියලා. කොහොමද තේරෙන්නේ? දෙවි දේවතාවුන්ට වැඩි දෙයක් නෑ. සලුවක් කරාගෙන ඉන්නවා. වෙන මොකුත් නෑ. ඒක අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. මොනවා කරන්නේ තියුණා කියලා. ඉතින් ඕගොල්ලන්ට වැඩි අනමනන් ඔය මේ හැඩරූප කරන්න නෙම අවශ්‍යතාවයක් නැහැ. මොකද ඔක දෙවි දේවතාවුනේ. ඒකෙන්ද එහෙම ඉන්නේ. හැබැයි යන්න කිව්ව චුත වෙන්න කිව්වනකොට දෙවි දේවතාවුන්ට යම් යම් ලක්ෂණ පහළ වෙනවා. ඒක තමයි මේ දාඩිය දානවා. සලු පිළිපිලි වෙනවා. හරි. ඉතින් මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඕගොල්ලෝ චුත වෙන්න යන කාලය වෙනකොට එහෙම තත්ත්වයක් තියෙයි කියලා. දැන් ආපු විදිහටම යන්න එපා. නිකන් ක්ලීන් ෂර්ට් තියාගෙන හොඳට වැඩ කරලා මහන්සි වෙලා තමන්ගේ මහන්සියෙන් යන්න. අනුන්ගේ මහන්සියෙන් යන්න හදන්න එපා. මොකද අපිට ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් තමයි අන්තිම වසරේදී final year එකේදී. So I'll say that in English. In the final year you have a major project, the final year project, which is a group project, and we have some people trying to chuta by not doing any work. That's not good. Okay. ඒකින්ද එහෙම වෙන්න එපා. ඉතින් මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා දැන් ඕපාතික ආවගෙන් ඕගොල්ලෝ මේ චුතවල ඇයි කියලා දෙවි දේවතාවුන්ට. ගියාට පස්සේ දැන් ඉතින් ගියාට පස්සේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? ඕගොල්ලෝ දෙවි දේවතාවුන්ගේ හිටපු හින්දා ඕගොල්ලෝ අපායට නම් යන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම මේ තීරිය අනුව එහෙම වෙන විදියක් නැහැ. ඕගොල්ලෝ යන්නේ කොහටද? ඕගොල්ලෝ මෙතන ඉඳලා හොඳට පින් කළොත් ඕගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් මනුස්ස ආත්මයකට යන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ ඉරියට රස්සාවක් කරන්න පුළුවන් හොඳ ආයතනයක. එහෙම නොකරොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? ඕගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් දෙවි දේවතාවා වගේ ඉන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ එක්සෑම් රිපීට් කර ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එකේ ඉන්න පුළුවන්. හරි? දෙවි දේවතාවා වගේ ඉන්නවා. හරි? ඉතින් කැමති නම් ඒකත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. අපිට ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඒක මේ උගන්නේ. මට ප්‍රශ්න අර ඕගොල්ලන් ප්‍රශ්න දෙන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් දැන් මං කිව්වේ තේරෙනවද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට? ඒකින්ද බලන්න පුළුවන් තරම් මනුස්ස ආත්මයක් ලබාගෙන මෙතනින් චුත වෙන්න. එහෙම වුණාම අන්න එදාට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් පින් කරන්න. රටේ හොඳ තැනකට ඇවිල්ලා හොඳ බලගත් තනතුරු වලට ඇවිල්ලා ජනාධිපති අගමැති උසස් අධ්‍යාපන ඇමති විභාගීය සංගත කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් ටෙලිෆෝන් එක පිළිලගෙන හොඳේ ඒ වගේ උසස් සහ බලගත් තැන් වලට ඇවිල්ලා ඕගොල්ලෝ පින් කරන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. හොඳේ 106 නේ 12ක් දෙන්න. 10ක් දෙන්න. මටත් තියාගන්න දෙන්න. හොඳේ ඒකින්ද මම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා ඕගොල්ලෝ පින් කරන්න පටන් ගන්නයි කියලා මේ ගිහිල්ලා මනුස්ස ලෝකෙට තුතුනාට පස්සේ the staff here consists of a very important category of people who will be assisting you throughout your stay in the department in your engineering work, and that's our technical officers and laboratory personnel. And on their behalf, I would like to invite Mr. Gamini Silva, one of the senior most people in this department. He's here when I first came as an engineering undergraduate to this department. Even when professor associate. Please, Mr. Gamini.
Is Gamini Silva. I am in charge of the Microsoft.
Now I can see our guest is here. So I will hand this back to the committees to carry the program forward.
Thank you, sir. Since it's kind of strange that we have never heard Dr. Chandra Gaffey speaking in Sinhala, but it still remembers us the very first lecture we had in the department of CSC. Maybe the best lecture ever I've had in my life.
Yeah, of course, mine also. Honesty is an achievement you can be proud of at the end of university career of 4 years. Dr. Shehan Pereira, sir, we cordially invite you to give a brief introduction of the CSC Honor Code to the new batch.
Yeah, while the slides are being loaded, Dr. Gamagi talked about a lot of coding, programming. If you don't like programming, you should rethink about being at this department or this room. I'm also going to talk about another code that you are going to live with, or as a CSC graduate or a person who is going to go through CSC and beyond, a code that you are going to keep to your heart and try to make sure that you don't break it. The word honesty was said by the peers. If you look at honesty, we have commitment and dedication. So this CSC honor code is actually a way of making sure that you have, making sure that you establish academic integrity. Not you actually, we, all of us. How we are going to establish academic integrity. So this CSC honor code is an agreement between, or actually an agreement by the students individually and collectively to establish academic honesty. You may be wondering what you got when you came in. You got this piece of paper. Most probably you would have read it. We are not going to actually implement the honor code today itself. I'm only going to give you a small introduction to what it is. We are going to do it on Thursday. We are going to discuss about it. You are going to have a chance to ask questions about what it is and maybe think a little bit about it before you actually commit yourself to this honor code. Okay. What is it? As I said earlier, this is undertaking that we take as individually and collectively. So the first point that we have in this honor code, before that, actually this is taken from the Stanford honor code, and this was implemented about 1 year ago, we have found that it's useful and it's actually making the students' life more productive. So what do we have as the first point? We say, we expect, if you agree, that you will not give or receive any aid in the examinations or quizzes. This is very, it is going to be a situation where at the examinations and quizzes, we are going to be monitoring, we are going to have lecturers or we are going to have people looking at you to ensure that you are not going to have, you are not going to do anything to aid, to do something wrong or to do something or to get some aid that is not supposed to happen. Right? Second one, we will not give or receive unpermitted aid in classwork, in the preparation of reports or in other assignments or other work that we do. In the case of, if it is being used for grading or to evaluate you, what do we mean by that? There are situations where we give assignments and class work that you are going to be graded. In that case, if you help another student, helping other students is very important. You will receive help, you will give help. But helping is very important. But if you help in a way that is going to hinder his or her opportunity to learn, then you are not helping. You are not helping him, you are not helping yourself. Because you will be breaking the honor code and also you will be helping him to or her to break the honor code. Third one. I said the first one is easy to do, second one is a little bit difficult. The third one, definitely it's something that you have to do voluntarily. What we are saying is, or what the honor code says is that we will do the, I will read it out, that they will do their share and take an active part in seeing to that others as well as themselves uphold the spirit and letter of the honor code. It's not only you will also try to ensure that others who are around you would adhere to the honor code. What do we mean by spirit and letter? As Sujiva said, we are good at communicating with computers. So we don't want you to be robots that stick to the honor code to the letter. We want it to be letter and spirit. That is, we want you to understand the motivation or intention behind the honor code and try to make sure that you honor the code or you keep or stick to the honor code. As I said, we are going to have another session of 1 hour to discuss it more. I hope you have had a simple or very basic understanding of the honor code and the motivation behind the honor code. Just a few set of examples as to what may be cases of code violations. First, they are very self-explanatory. Copying another's examination or quiz would be a big problem, a violation of the honor code. Self-explanatory, as I said. Unpermitted collaboration. We were talking about teamwork and communication. That's very important. Certain situations you are going to go and do a lot of things in group because group work is very important. But there are certain situations where it can be unpermitted collaboration. That is, you are giving information or you are helping your brothers and sisters which are not permitted because that will actually, as I said earlier, hinder their learning or progress. Plagiarism is straightforward. That is, you pretend, you take another person's work and you pretend that it's your work. The other one is, once again, self-explanatory. Giving and receiving aid in academic assignments under circumstances. A reasonable person would think or understand that it is not permitted. As I said, we will discuss it when we have the session on a code. Representing work, as I said in plagiarism, representing the work of another as one's own would also count as a situation where you will be violating the honor code. We will talk about it more. I would want you to go and read about it, try to understand it, and think of the basic motivation behind it. And I would like to suggest, unfortunately, those lamps are not yet they have gone out. But I would suggest, as a batch, as individuals and as a batch, if you, I mean, we are not going to force this on you. It's up to you. You can decide to do it, or you can decide not to do it. As a batch, collectively, if you decide to do this, or if you decide to agree to this honor code, I would say it would be like lighting a lamp in your heart and trying to make sure that that lamp is lit throughout your career at CSC and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your explanation of the honor card. Now, here comes the most awaited segment of the day, the refreshments.
Example of strength. Maybe the smartest guy in the CSE 10 batch with 4.2 GPA. Who else is there to get an idea about the success other than him?
Sukunchadrakanakandala, brother, it's your time to address the new batch and give valuable advice.
Mr. Sudhir Raja, our guest of honor, dear lecturers, and my dear fellow brothers and sisters. First of all, I would like to congratulate you all, my dear brothers and sisters, for getting selected to one of the best and highly demanded departments in the university. I know how enthusiastic you are after achieving such a goal in your life, getting into a department that you desire strongly. Because a year ago, I was also sitting somewhere over there, enjoying the same feeling. That day, I had the feeling that I have achieved everything that has to be achieved so that I can spend the rest of my university life easily. But to be frank with you, I very soon realized that I was wrong. Life at CSE was not easy as I expected, but rather it was quite challenging. Today, I would like to share with you 3 simple things about the life at CSE that I realized during my stay at the department for 1 year, which I think is worth sharing with you. The first thing that I would like to share with you is about passion. If I ask some of you why you really wanted to do computer science and engineering, you may have various reasons. For some, it may be because you wanted to know about computing. And for some, it may be because you wanted to get a good job with a good salary. And for some others, it may be because someone else made that decision for you. No matter what decision brought you here, if you are not going to learn what you are going to do, believe me, surviving at CSE will be quite hard for you. So if you don't love what you are going to do, start learning from today onwards before it gets too late. The next thing that I would like to share with you is about time management. As you may already know from your seniors, Department of Computer Science and Engineering is the department in the university which has the tightest schedules both in terms of academic and extracurricular activities. So, following a good time management mechanism is vital in order to cope up with this massive workload. So, start prioritizing your tasks according to your life goals and allocate time accordingly. It is very important that you realize that your life goals are different from someone else's life goals. As far as possible, try not to rush at the end of the semester. Of course, sometimes you may get good results even if you rush at the end. But you may have done even better if you had a constant pace of working during the entire semester. So always try to utilize your maximum potential. The final thing that I would like to share with you is about enjoying your undergraduate life. Most of you by now may be thinking that life at CSE is all about academic work, which is completely wrong. Of course, it's the most important thing, but it's not the only thing. It's also very important that you develop your soft skills and have a good balance of your mind and body. So try getting involved in some extracurricular activities, at least in the extracurricular activities which are organized by the department itself. Have fun and enjoy your undergraduate life. Have passion, manage your time and enjoy your undergraduate life. Those were the 3 things that I wanted to share with you in your very first day at the department. While wishing you all the very best for your future endeavors, I would like to conclude my speech with one last thought. This is a quote by a famous American writer called Dale Carnegie, which goes like this. Success in life is getting what you want, and happiness in life is wanting what you get. Thank you.
Thank you, Supun. I think you may take him as we are all going to. There are times in life when you have to be smart to overcome the challenges, especially if you are in the department of CSE.
Here's a small challenge, again prepared by the CSE 10 batch.
behind all these hard work, a great example of leadership. Sunet Vijendra, brother. We invite you to deliver a vote of thanks.
I consider great knowledge towards both of thanks this memorial event. Today, 22nd of October 2002, is a great day for the Department of Computer Science and Engineering as another 100 students joins the CSE community. Mr. Sudhir, our first tribute is due to you for your excellent computer accuracy. On behalf of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, I would like to express my heartiest gratitude to you, sir. I would also like to thank our much beloved head of the department, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Chandra Gamage, for his help and support to make this event a success. And I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Ms. Sulojana Suruyarachi and Dr. Shehan Pereira for their help. Finally, I would like to thank all my fellow batchmates for their support to make this event successful. Thank you.
Before winding up the session, the first lesson you might learn before leaving this room for today. A great saying by Mr. Oliver Holmes.
The greatest thing in the world is not so much where we stand, but in what direction we are going. Thank you.
Thank you.